Hey guys, welcome back. It's the 10th of August 2022. It's 9:45. It's early for me for once. Today's little project was to clean up the website and get a version uploaded. If I could get the style stuff corrected. And then I ran into a weird problem. So all the pages actually have a version of themselves that are working within the newer templating system. We still have the crappy layout kind of stuff like this. We've got a bit of a weird thing popping up there and yeah, all that kind of stuff. But our main pages, except their documentation, have been converted across. And for most of them, let's go a few pictures on that one. It was pretty straightforward. Once I just mapped out a way of doing it, it's like, okay, I'll show you. So this is the actual template. This is it's a bunch of, we've got these keyed array elements here. These are, so rather than having a traditional index, you can also have a string or hash that uses a hash. It's kind of a handy thing, and something that we should add to PlayBASIC actually. Probably sooner rather than later. Yeah, you can do hashes in different ways, but anyway, it'd be nice to have it built in. So what these do is that this is the document. Starts off blank. We have page title or page body. This is the side menu. Any styles code that is built up in any JavaScript that's within the page. So it's sort of composited together. So this is the HTML document, has some keywords in there that we replace upon when the thing is built. We've got a title, which is the menu section up there. So pretty much, when we come down the bottom here, there's a bit more code than what you would imagine, but these are all pretty much very similar now. Like processing each page is basically the same logic, so I could probably get rid of most of this anyway, you know. But I was just kind of piecing it together part by part. So the source code page here, for example, is now, we tell it we want to render a source code page. We customize our title, and we grab our content from where the content is, and we pull out the JavaScript and body if there's any of those on this page. We process the body. Let's go back to this page here. So that the page declaration would be pretty much the text, and there would be a keyword in here about inserting these elements here, which is these little tables, which shows each particular source code. And that function is like a black box. We call it. It just inserts a whole bunch of text into our little page. We keep that by itself. Then at the very end of the process, all of the elements that we've collected so far are inserted back into the header, which is what this does down here. So we can build up pages. All pages can have common elements, but they can also have custom elements as well, which is what we need for a template. It's pretty simple, and it's kind of more how I imagine we will do this in the future. We're almost at a point now where our other templating engine works very similar to this. When we load in a document, it has all the basic information laid out on that document, and we just call a simple, we call one function to phrase the page, and that's the end of it. None of this would exist, but yeah, to get there we have to convert all the data. That's why I'm reluctant, you know, in the short term. I was hoping that we could step across and get this thing to work really straight away. That's what I actually assumed would happen. It would work pretty much straight away and wouldn't have any dramas. And it is working. All the pages basically work the same as what they did before. We've got our newer design. even though the interior stuff here is all the same, I've got a cleaner outside, our nicer gradient, etc., our better footer. If we could find a page that was shorter, that would be nicer. Almost to here. See a thing flashing in the top left-hand corner. A simpler footer, etc. So still got the problem where it's too narrow. Let's talk about the menu. Jeez. I left this to last because I thought it's a very simple thing to get working, so I won't bother. Well, the links work. I can go through the main pages and I can customize what's in the menu pretty easily. So I made a little system for doing that. So I can add more menu items in the future, or I can tell it to highlight a particular menu item for when we're on that particular page. That's why I need to do that. The code's pretty ugly. Where are we? It's just down here somewhere. This is the original style sheet stuff that I'm trying to make sure it remembers. So we're making a little table. So we want these 5 buttons. These are the pages they link to. These are the width of the buttons over here. So you can change it to 220 or something like that. Just for example. Now this one here is 220 wide. We can set the width, but the colours in the background are not showing up. And I don't know why. I really don't know why. So I've got some template things here that we're calculating up front and we're using them later on in the document. So that's why we're doing it this way here. So we insert, calculate these things up front, and then later on when we need them, they're output to the browser and exported up back to the user. Well, that was the theory, and all theories are... It's the page style. Doesn't need to be there. So we're just running through the menu items that we just declared up here and then sticking them where they need to go. And there already seems to be this style sheet, which in the original... Oh, did I just delete that, did I? I did too. Oh, there's one. So originally in the handwritten sheet, we've got this style section here. Now don't ask me what this is doing. Now as far as I understand it, we've got our navigation block. We've got start and then dash home. We're adding a child to it with a hover. Like, I don't really get what that actually is doing, but that's what's doing the animation for us. So all I've done is I've just grabbed a block of this and then customized the things we need to worry about, like the width of the item, where it is in the frame as we go through, and the color of it over here. But it's not working, I honestly thought I'd just drop that in, we'd be up and running, and we'd be on to the next thing this afternoon, and then this happened. I thought, what the hell, dude? The animation stopped. So there must be something about the star, or it makes the styling that's it's not happy with. If we look at the page source, you can see how the blocky nature of how it's constructed. So when the thing is piecing this together as it runs down the page and notices bits of code inserted into certain blocks. So this is the default style, and it's found a menu style at some point and stuck it in there. I found this other menu part here and we've stuck it onto there. So we've got our child things here. It seems like it's fine, but these are the anchors. We've got nth child. I think what's actually happening is there's we've got an extra character in there somewhere, and the style sheet's not phrasing it correctly, so it's stopping. But I don't know the oh, there we go. There's a double hash there. See that? You idiot. Let's try and fix that. Alright, where are we? Where's the 10? Where are we? Up here? Up here. Okay. So in our little template here, I've left the hash in, which is the for colours. And our colours already have the hashes on them, as they can say up here, so we don't need that. If it's that simple, I'm going to cry. Oh, I'm going to cry. You are kidding me. Well, that's good. I'm happy with that. Embarrassed? Nah, it's fine. The amount of dumb mistakes I make writing code, it's just unbelievable sometimes. Wow, that's cool. It just means we can actually define this any way we like. Order, community. We can't actually tie it to one place at the moment. That's the... Oh, there it is. Went straight past it. And here's the actual navigation block. Copy that across there. So it's got a bunch of these just anchor links in it, and we're using the styling to change the appearance of the anchors, the links, which has got the rounded borders and that kind of stuff on it. But this line here is telling the browser what to highlight. So depending on what page we're currently looking at, we'll have this highlight. We'll have to generate this code here to accommodate that. We'll either generate it or we won't. So it'll either be included or it won't be. I don't know what happens if you don't include it. Oh well, we'll find out, I guess. We'll find out. But that's cool. I'm glad that works, and glad something's gone better today than as it was going before. What's crazy is how many times I was looking at... I knew it was something to do with the syntax, because style sheets are kind of fiddly, and I've always had problems with... I've had problems with JavaScript code in the past where I've been not quite syntactically correct, or the reasoning that the contact page was broken the other day was actually because there was a slight syntactical difference. Something broken there. Look at that. Hey, what are you doing? Undefined variable. Style sheet. Oh, we've got an addition there. That's why. 460. I commented that line out, didn't I? Oh no, they're different things. Dummy. One's navigation menu style sheet. The other one is the JavaScript associated with it. Yeah, no styles, no render. Cool. So get rid of the width up there, and one more thing we've got to work, and forget these code blocks to use the correct styling. We're back to where we were. Isn't that depressing? Done a bunch of work and got nowhere with it, really. Typical day in my life anyway. Alright dudes, thanks for watching. Hope you're getting some sense of joy out of me making an idiot of myself, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.